Nick Nation, we're back to another episode of Nicky Gordo Show. I told you it's been about a month and change. I have Palm Beach Pete's DNA test right here. Before I get into this, Pete sent me a video actually this morning when I got this in Reddit. So before I continue to let you know what's in here and what I read, Dave, can you play the clip, what Pete sent me today?
Hey Nick, what's up? I know you heard what's going on. I'm going to the Hamptons soon. Please come up and see me.
So when I saw that video, I really didn't know what to make sense of it. Then I read this and I understood what was happening. I'm going to be booking my flight to the Hamptons today or tomorrow. I'm going to go meet up with Pete. I called Pete after this. He didn't pick up. I FaceTime, he didn't pick up. He might be busy. So, month and a half ago, month and change, we sent the DNA results. I got something in the mail. Kind of sketchy, kind of weird. So as you know, he ran for mayor. He's running for mayor of Palm Beach. He took the DNA test. He's really running for mayor. You can check it. It's everywhere. He took the DNA test. So from what I read, the Florida electoral campaign people call the DNA test people and are now overseeing everything happening with his results because something didn't add up. Once you run for political office, they're going to get involved. So I'm going to read it with you guys out loud. So this is from the Division of Elections in Florida. They sent me this. They are talking with the DNA people that we sent to. I'm not going to say it here because I don't want you guys blowing up their phone number and then I get in trouble. I can't have that. But this is from the Division of Elections of Florida. Dear Peter, last name, I don't want to say his last name. The Division of Election has been made aware of credible information that raises serious concerns about your eligibility and suitability to continue as a candidate for mayor of Palm Beach in the 2028 elections. Recent DNA analysis by, I'm not going to say it, I don't want to put myself in any legal trouble, and related inquiries have been produced results that have generated extraordinary public confusion regarding your candidate identity and background. These findings call into question key aspects of your campaign and directly impact the integrity of the electoral process and public confidence in potential elected officials. The Florida Division of Elections will assume full responsibility for conducting and overseeing all further analysis related to these findings. Rather than relying on independent laboratory results, we may require your participation in additional DNA collection and testing procedures as part of this official review. As a state agency responsible for overseeing candidate qualifications and election administration under Chapter 105 Florida statute, we strongly advise that you immediately withdraw your candidacy. Voluntary withdrawal at this stage would allow you to address these matters privately while minimizing disruption to the electoral process. We request a written response to this letter within 30 days indicating your decision. Please direct all correspondence to the undersigned. Sincerely, blank, blank, from the Director Division of Elections. So, kind of weird. We sent his DNA results to the lab, the people we did it with. You saw a DNA lady. We sent it to the lab. It's been a month. And then we got a phone call and said it was coming. And then we get this letter in the mail. So the electoral people from Florida got in contact with the DNA test and now they're handling it. They probably saw something weird. They probably saw something they didn't like. But for them to send this letter from the Division of Elections, because he's running for mayor, and then asking the DNA lab to halt their decisions and to let them take over, it should be a serious matter. And then with what Pete sent me. So I'm going to keep a look on this. But what I will say is this. I don't think Jeffrey's dead, right? I don't think he's unalive. I don't think so, right? I don't think Peter is Jeffrey, but I either think Jeffrey's either alive right now or someone in the jail unalived him. But I don't think he offed himself, right? It just, it doesn't make sense. How does 2 minutes or 1 minute of footage go blank, right? You get criminals in jail for white collar crimes like tax evasion and shoplifting, whatever. They go to jail for months, and they're 24-hour surveillance. But one of the most notorious criminals of all time, connected with every political and powerful figure in the world, from politicians to oligarchs to everything. In that 1 minute, it just booms, it goes away. It just doesn't make sense. And then you go down the rabbit hole even deeper. It's like, well, Nick, why don't you think he offed himself? Well, we all know Ghislaine Maxwell. We know who her father is, right? Robert Maxwell. He was in the Britain I-16, he was in the KGB, and he was a Mossad agent. And what did he do? He made the Maxwell books in America. And if you're a kid and you went to school in America, all your books in school was made from Robert Maxwell. He owned the company, right? So that should already tell you how much of a powerful figure he is. And one thing I don't agree with is that when Robert passed away, they shipped his body to Israel, and they threw the craziest funeral, that he was one of the most important people. And check this fun fact. And it was revealed by journalists that Maxwell has allegedly helped Mossad distribute a compromised piece of America wiretapping software called The Promise to foreign governments. How do you let somebody who's a Mossad agent, who wiretapped America, who gets funded by Mossad, right? He's working for a foreign agency. He's working for Israel. He's working for the Mossad. How do you let someone like that write and produce the school books in America? That's where everything's a loophole. That's where everything makes no sense. Why are we letting Robert Maxwell, who's a Mossad agent, he was in KGB, and he was in the MI6 in Great Britain. He was in all these things, right? But you let him make the children's school books. And besides that, he's Mossad. And it came out and said that he wiretapped America and gave her information out. So I think there's a bigger agenda. And Jeffrey Epstein dropped out of college, right? He graduated high school. He had no degree, but he had no degree, nothing. But then he made his own private firm, and he was only taking clients with $1 billion and up. And then, what was this guy's name? Leslie Warner, the founder of Victoria's Secret. Why did he leave Jeffrey Epstein in trust of his funds, his money, all his connections? It gave him this extraordinary level of power to all his belongings. It doesn't make sense. I think Jeffrey Epstein, right, was a Mossad agent, 100%. He has all this dirt on all these politicians. Why did he know everybody? Why was he so powerful? Why was he in the room with all these people? Obviously, Ghislaine's powerful, and Ghislaine's dad's powerful. Ghislaine's dad also unalived himself on his yacht, right? It kind of same story there. Jeffrey Epstein, this high-profile individual, camera goes off, boom, he's unalived in his cell. Robert Maxwell, super high-profile person, he's Mossad, he's KGB, he's MI6. And then what happens, he's in his yacht, and then he ends up unalived in the water. And, oh, well, he used to wake up in the middle of the night to pee and sleepwalk, so we think he walked over the ship. No. There's people out there who don't want stuff out, that get blackmailed, right? And I can go deeper, just like the Kirk situation. Kirk started talking out about stuff. They didn't want the Iran war. They didn't want certain stuff. And then what happened? Someone unalived him, right? So you go down this rabbit hole, and everything starts making sense. Our politicians have been infiltrated. Our politicians are corrupt. The left and the right are both corrupt at the moment. And people are finally starting to wake up and understand stuff. And another crazy thing is Robert Maxwell, by the age of 23, already had 4 different names. By the age of 23, he had 4 different names. Oh, well, he was with the KGB, so you gotta hide his identity. No, brother, like, these people are smart. These people are very, very smart. How was he in all these political offices? Why did everyone go to his island? Why was he so connected? It's a blackmail operation. It's a whole Mossad game. They come, they blackmail, and then they use American politicians to their advantage. It's not just Mossad. It's Mossad. It's KGB. It's the British MI6. It's all these foreign entities that I had to kick out. We had to stop getting money in from foreign countries. We had to stop lobbying stuff. And if you donate money, you have to sign up as a foreign entity. You have to cut it out, right? And people are finally waking up. Like, enough's enough. But do I think Palm Beach Pete is Jeffrey? I don't think so. Listen, I'm close with the guy. We go to dinner, we go out, we have fun, we go to the movies. You think they would give Jeffrey to the Nikki Gordo show? No. If that was Jeffrey, they would give him to Joe Rogan, Alex Jones, right? Not to me. Unless you think underneath, then you're like, oh, what's a psyop? They're giving it to you because no one's going to think about it. Then he blows up, and he makes money, and he gets gambling deals, and then he gets this, and then boom, now he's a millionaire, right? It could be that too, right? That easy, and then everyone believes him, becomes just a funny fat guy, right? That could be it too. That could be the other side of the coin. But I think it's really weird that we got this letter from the Division of Elections. I don't know what to say. I read it this morning, and I was kind of in shock. Like I said, Pete didn't pick up. I'm going to go visit Pete tomorrow or the next day. I'm buying my flights to Hampton. I'm going to meet up with him. As you can see in the video, he's kind of stressed, kind of worried. I think everything should be good. He is going to withdraw himself from the candidacy as what I saw here and then probably come back in. But like the thing said, they didn't accuse him of being not him. They didn't say it wasn't him. They just said there were some difficulties and they want to take over the DNA test to really figure out what's going on. Think about it. He's the most viral thing on the internet right now. It's blowing up. He's running for mayor. Someone who looks like Jeffrey Epstein is running for mayor. Obviously, the State Board of Elections is going to get involved and see what's going on, right? America's became the biggest reality show of all time. So yeah, I think we just have to stay around, see what's going on, and I'll keep you guys updated with everything. I don't like the DNA results. I know it's not Jeffrey Epstein. Once again, I know he's not. I don't think he unalived himself. He's either walking around or someone blamed him for their own benefit. I do think America's corrupt. I do think we got to get people out of our politics. I do think we need to stop letting people that aren't in America or American write our school books or anything to do with our country. Eliminate that immediately. So in these transcripts from the Epstein files, there's something in there that said that the former Israeli prime minister trained Epstein as a spy. And it literally says that he was Mossad agent. Kash Patel, you failed me. You thought you could turn Kash Patel in the head of FBI, saying he's going to release files. That's what Trump admitted he was going to do, release the files, and then they don't release the files. Now, could he be in there? Sure. I think a lot of people are in there, on the left and the right. I don't think anyone's innocent. But why are we keeping these files? Why aren't you releasing them? People already know, right? Now people are covering their buddies and their friends and, their careers and their money and their AIPAC funds and this. But, it comes a time where enough's enough and you're playing in people's faces and you're just hiding everything. We know Robert was a spy. We know Jeffrey was a spy. He's probably not alive. And if he is, he's hiding somewhere. God knows where. Maybe he's in Argentina or some shit. And Dad, just before you go, I want to play that video of Pete one more time just to leave the viewers with them something to remember.
Hey, Nick. What's up? I know you heard what's going on. I'm going to the Hamptons soon. Please come up and see me.
So after seeing that video, I'm a little worried about Pete. Like I said, he grew to be a really good friend of mine. 71, 72-year-old man. Retired tennis player, real estate agent, fashion icon. I'm really worried about him, honestly. He doesn't do wrong. He's a nice guy, bro. We go to lunch. We go to dinner. People accuse him of being Epstein. Really? You really think it's Epstein? You really think that's him? No, 100%. He's not Mossad. Does he know Mossad? Yeah, he knows someone in Mossad. I don't like Mossad. But yeah, I think we gotta stop giving Pete such a hard time. He's a nice guy. He wants to run for mayor. He's funding himself. He's not taking money from other countries. He's not getting lobby money. He's doing it himself. He wants to make Palm Beach Island a better island. Not like the Ep Island. The island is no good. Maybe they have free jet skis and free boats, but it wasn't a cool island. Give him a chance. Why is everyone on his ass so bad? Yeah, sure, he looks like the guy. That doesn't mean it's the guy. And like I said, if that was him, why would he be in my show? Why wouldn't Joe Rogan pick him up? Why wouldn't the FBI snatch him up? Once again, this note is warning some from the Division of Elections. Mind you, Pete's a good guy. He loves you guys. I love you guys. I'm going to keep an eye close to this matter. And yeah, Nick Nation, until next time, I'll let you guys know how everything goes.